Dear student, in this lecture, we are going to study sequential circuit, which are the most important building blocks of digital system design. In this lecture, the student will learn about the sequential circuit, what is sequential logic circuit, how they are different from the combinational circuit, the clock signal in the sequential circuit, and few important sequential circuit, that is latch and flip-flop, the meaning of triggering, introduction to latch, SR latch in detail, its advantages, disadvantages and applications. So let us start with the logic circuit. The logic circuit or the digital circuit accept the digital input or inputs and perform the logical operations on them and produce the digital output or outputs. The logic circuits are mainly classified into two types, that is combinational circuit and sequential circuit. The combinational logic and sequential logic are the building blocks of the digital system. The combinational circuit include multiplexer, demultiplexer, encoder, decoder, half adder, full adder, etc. Whereas sequential circuit uses latch, flip-flop, counter, shift register, etc. Here we will learn about the basic of sequential logic circuit and its main element like clock, triggering, etc. Now let us see what is combinational circuit. The combinational circuit is one whose output is a function of its input signal. Or simply, the output depends only on the present state. In the combinational logic, the output variables are at all times depends on the combinations of input variables. Now, the sequential logic circuits are those whose output depends not only on the present value of the input but also on the previous value of the input signal, which is in contrast to the combinational circuit where the output depends only on the present value of the input at that instant of time. So simply, if you compare the combinational and sequential circuit, in the combinational circuit the output depends only on the present value of the input, whereas in the sequential circuit the output depends on both, that is present and the previous state of the value of the input. Also, in the combinational circuit, it will not have any memory as their output changes with the change in its input value. Whereas in the sequential circuit have some sort of memory as their output changes according to the previous and the present value. Also in the combinational circuit there is no feedback involved, whereas in case of sequential circuit the feedback path is involved. Combinational circuit is used in the basic Boolean operations, whereas sequential circuit uses in the designing of memory devices. The example of combinational circuit are half adder, full adder, multiplexer, demultiplexer, encoder, decoder, etc. Whereas the sequential circuit examples are shift register, counter. Now we will see what is clock signal, what is its importance in the sequential circuit. The clock signal plays a crucial role in the sequential circuit. The clock signal is a signal which oscillates between the logic 0 and logic 1 repeatedly. A square wave with constant frequency is the most common form of the clock signal. A clock signal has edges. These edges are instant at which the clock ranges from 0 to 1, that is called as a positive edge, or it from 1 to 0, that is called as a negative edge. The clock signal controls the output of the sequential circuit. That is, it determines when and how the memory element change their output. If a sequential circuit is not having an clock signal, an input, the output of the circuit will change randomly, so that they cannot retain their state till the next input signal will arrive. But the sequential circuit with the clock input will retain its state till the next clock edge occurs. So this is basically a stable clock, that means there is no stable state. Simply the clock signal is a train of rectangle pulse having high low values continuously, and it is having a duty cycle 50%. The duty cycle means ratio of on time upon off. Now let us see what is triggering. We'll see the first definition. The change in the output of the flip-flop can be done by bringing a small change in the input signal. This small change can be done with the help of clock pulse, and this clock pulse is known as a trigger pulse. So simply we can say giving an external clock signal to digital circuit is called as a triggering. There are two different types of triggering. First, that is level triggering. Second is edge triggering. So let us see what is level triggering. So triggering process in which the change in the output state is according to the active level of the input is called as a level triggering. See, what do you mean by high level triggering? In the high level triggering, the output of the flip-flop changes only when its enable input is at high state, that is logic high or logic 0. The symbolic representation of high level triggering is as shown in this figure. So simply the circuit will respond as soon as the high level of the clock signal is detected. Such type of triggering is called as a high level triggering. Now see what is low level triggering. In the low level triggering, the output of the flip-flop changes only when its enable input is at low state, that is logic low or logic 0. The symbolic representation of the low level triggering is as shown in this figure. The low level triggering is usually defined by the bubble in the clock input.